Hello everyone, this is me Alquan, and before we get back to this video, I want you to go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's get back to this video. Hello everybody, this is me Alquan, and welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the Genius Guy. I am going to talk about a game store that you all are familiar with by now, and that is GameStop. GameStop is an American video game, consumer electronics, and gaming merchandise retailer, headquartered in Gravine, Texas. The brand is the largest video game retailer worldwide. As of February of 2025, the company operated 32,000 stores in the United States. The company was founded in Dallas in 1984 as Babbage's and took on its current name in 1999. The company's performance declined during the mid to late 2010s due to the shift of the video game sales to online shopping and failed investments by GameStop in smartphone retail. In 2021, after retail investors on Reddit noticed that the short interest exceeded 100%, the company's stock price skyrocketed from $17. The company was ranked 557th on the Fortune 500. GameStop also used to own and publish the video game magazine Game Informer before discontinuing it in August of 2024 and selling it to Gunzilla Games in 2025. The GameStop closed in 2025 due to a decline in sales, a pace to close twice as many as the company did in 2024. Consumer shift to the online marketplace has led to a decline in revenue. GameStop traces its roots to Babbage's, a Dallas, Texas-based software retailer founded in 1984 by former Harvard Business School classmates Jane McCurry and Gary M. Cusin. The company was named after Charles Babbage and opened its first store in Dallas North Park Center in the help of Ross Perot, an early investor in the company. The company quickly began to focus on video game sales for the then dominant Atari 2600. In 2005, GameStop acquired EB Games for $1.44 billion. This expanded GameStop's operations into Australia, Canada, Europe, and New Zealand. GameStop's operations expanded over 42,000 states worldwide as a result of the acquisition. In 2007, GameStop acquired Rhino Video Games, who operated 70 video game stores throughout the southeastern United States from Blockbuster. In April 2008, GameStop acquired Free Record Shop's 49 Norwegian stores. In October of 2008, GameStop acquired Micromania. In November of 2009, it acquired a majority stake in Jolt Online Gaming, an Irish browser game studio. Jolt closed in 2012. In 2010, GameStop acquired Congregate, a San Francisco-based website for browser-based games. In 2017, it was sold for $55 million. In 2011, GameStop acquired Spawn Labs and Impulse in separate transactions. Spawn Labs was the developer of technology that allowed users to play video games that were run remotely on machines in data centers rather than their personal computer or console. Impulse Reactor. GameStop shut down both PC downloads and Spawn Labs in 2014. In 2012, GameStop acquired Buy Mytronics, a Denver-based online marketplace for consumer electronics. In October of 2012, GameStop acquired a 49.9% ownership interest in Simply Mac, a Salt Lake City-based Apple authorized reseller and repairer founded in 2006. Simply Mac locations in smaller markets that did not have an existing Apple store within a reasonable driving distance. The chain had as many as 70 locations at the time of the announcement. In 2019, GameStop divested Simply Mac. At the time, it had 43 stores. Mobile, a Salt Lake City-based retailer of AT&T branded wireless services. In July of 2015, GameStop acquired GreenNet. On August 3, 2016, GameStop acquired 507 AT&T store chains in plans to diversity into a new game market. GameStop funded MovieStop in 2004 as a standalone store that focused on new and used movies. More than 42 locations were open, which typically adjoined or were adjacent to GameStop locations. Entertainment purchased MovieStop. The chain shuttered in 2016. On June 5th, 2025, a GameStop store in Staten Island, New York, had stapled pre-order receipts to the box of the Nintendo Switch 2 console for release date customers. But due to the way the console was packed near the front of the box, the staples were able to puncture the screens. GameStop immediately replaced those units affected by this and later held an auction for the stapler and one of the affected consoles, since repaired, to raise money for the Children's Miracle Newark hospitals. This is what GameStop is all about, and GameStop has a lot of games. If you want to find a lot of games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi, and all the video games that you want to play, GameStop has it for you, has all the games you want, and it's been popular ever since. This is me, Alquan, and I want you to keep learning, and I will see you at the next episode. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And welcome. Welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the GS Guide. And I'm going to talk about a gaming console that you are all familiar with, and that is the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is a video game console developed by Nintendo and was released in March 3rd, 2017. Released in the middle of the 8th generation of home consoles, the Switch succeeded with Wii U and competed with Sony's PlayStation 4 and Microsoft's Xbox One. It also competes with the 9th generation consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series. A pair can attach to the sides of the console for handheld style play, attached to a grip accessory to provide a form of a separated gamepad, or be used unattached. The Switch's system software supports online gaming through internet connectivity, as well as local wireless and HOLC connectivity with other consoles. Switch games and software are available on both physical flash-based ROM cartridges and digital distribution via Nintendo eShop. The system has Norwegian lockout. The Switch was unveiled on October the 20th, 2016. The concept came about as Nintendo's reaction to financial losses attributed to poor sales of the Wii U and market competition from Noble Games. Nintendo's then president Satoru Iwata pushed the company towards mobile gaming and novel hardware. The Switch's design was aimed at a wide demographic of players through multiple modes of use. Nintendo primitively sought the support of many third-party developers and publishers, as well as independent studios, to help build the Switch's game library alongside its first-party games while standard electronic. Games distributed at retail are stored on proprietary cartridges, similar in design to the game cards used for Nintendo 3D's games, albeit smaller and thinner. As the world's first major hybrid console, the console is the first major home playable video game to make the use of cartridges since the Nintendo 64. Due to their small size, at 31 by 21 by 3 millimeters, Nintendo coats each cartridge with denatinium benzoate, a non-toxic bitterant used to discourage children from ingesting them. The Switch supports the ability for cloud gaming to run games that require more hardware capabilities than the Switch allows, running these games over a network with the game computations performed on server hardware. These games may be tied to specific regions due to purchasing options. Early examples of such games on the Switch include Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Phantasy Star Online 2, and Assassin's Creed. The Switch is also not backward compatible with other digital games from previous consoles. Upon release, the Switch was praised by reviewers for having a lot of potential, but they were overwhelmed by the limited number of games available at launch that did not show the extent of the console's abilities. Reviewers also noted that the initial operating software and features were limited and included software bugs that, while likely to be fixed in time, marred the experience of the system. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Brothers, Ultimate Pokemon Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing. As of March of 2025, total software sales for the Switch just released just under 1.4 billion. According to Nintendo of America Doug Browser, the Switch has an attach rate, games purchased per unit, of over 8 of its first 4 years. This Nintendo Switch is the best Switch in my opinion because you can use it to play games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Brothers, and all types of Super Mario games. I played with a Nintendo Switch once, but now I don't because we trying to hook it up, but my mom's trying to hook it up, trying to figure stuff out. We was doing a lot of stuff about it. But yeah, the Nintendo Switch can be best for playing video games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Brothers, and all that stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know if they have that. I don't think Nintendo Switch allows that. Five Nights at Freddy's. They have all types of gaming names. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you next time. Remember, keep learning and you will know a lot. And once you have learned a lot, you will be able to know a lot. And remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello everybody, this is me, Alquan. And welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the GS Guy. And I'm going to talk about a PlayStation. PlayStation is a Japanese-American video gaming brand owned and produced by Sony Interactive Entertainment, a United States-based division of Sony. Its flagship products consist of a series of home video game consoles produced under the brand. It also consists of handhelds, online services, magazines, and other forms of media. The brand began with the first PlayStation home console release in Japan in 1994 and worldwide the following year, while there have also been a series of handheld consoles and a number of other electronics such as a media center and a smartphone. The main series of controllers utilized by the PlayStation series is a DualShock, a line of vibration feedback gamepads. SIE also operate numerous online services like PlayStation Network, the PlayStation Store, and the subscription-based PlayStation Plus, which may also offer non-gaming entertainment device services. The PlayStation Network has over 103 million active users monthly of December of 2019. The series also has a strong lineup of first-party games due to PlayStation Studios. In addition, the series features various budget releases of games by Sony with different names for each region. These include the greatest hits, Platinum Essentials, and the best selection of games. It is also known for the 4 iconic PlayStation face buttons and has been known for its numerous marketing campaigns, the latest of which being The Greatness Awaits and eventually Play Has No Limits, commercials in the United States. The PlayStation logo was designed by Manabu Sakamoto. He wanted the logo to capture the 3D support of the console, but instead of just adding apparent depth to the letters P and S, he created an optical illusion that suggested the letters in the depth of space. Sakamoto also stuck with 4 bright principal colors: red, yellow, green, and blue. The original PlayStation that was released in Japan, released in December the 3rd, 1994, was the first of Aquabit's PlayStation series of console and handheld game devices. It has included successor consoles and upgrades, including the Net Euros PlayStation with tools and instructions to program PlayStation games and applications. It was part of the 5th generation of video games consoles, competing against the Sega Saturn and the Nintendo 64. By December of 2003, the PlayStation and PS1 had shipped a combination total of 102.49 million units, eventually becoming the first video game console to sell 120 million units. Pocket Station was a memory card typical by Sony Computer Entertainment for the original PlayStation, categorized by Sony as a combination of a memory card and a miniature personal digital assistant. There is so much to learn about these gaming consoles. PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switches, they're all gaming consoles. And I hope you enjoyed using that gaming console, a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I haven't used it before. I haven't used it, but it's best if you're downloading games. Not just downloading games, but it's a thing that you hook up to your TV so that the games on the TV will pop up and the apps will pop up. That's because you're using the PS4 that does it. It's the PS4 that does it. And the Xbox does it too. Allows you to hook up your TV and it shows all the apps that you have been playing on the TV. It shows up on the TV. So if you want to play games that could show up to your TV, that is the best option for you. The PS4 and the Xbox as well. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the GS Guy. And I'm going to talk about a PlayStation that you all are familiar with. And it has been popular since the 2010s and 20s and today. And that is the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 is a home video game console developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment, announced as the successor to the PlayStation 3 in February of 2013. It was launched on November 15th, 2013 in North America, on February 22nd, 2014 in Japan. AMD stated that it was one of the most powerful APU it had developed to date. The PlayStation 4 places an increased emphasis on social interaction and integration with other devices and services, including the ability to play games off console on PlayStation Vita and other stream gameplay online or friends, with them controlling gameplay remotely. The console's controller was also redesigned and improved over the PlayStation 3 with updated buttons and analog sticks and an integrated touchpad, among other changes. The console also supports HDR10 high dynamic range video and playback 4K resolution multimedia. The PlayStation 4 or PS4 was released to critical acclaim, with critics praising Sony for acknowledging its customers' needs, embracing independent game development, and for not imposing the restrictive digital rights management schemes like most originally announced by Microsoft for the Xbox One. In September of 2016, the console was refreshed with a new, smaller revision popularity, referred to as the Slim model, as well as a high-end version called the PlayStation 4 Pro. By October of 2019, PS4 had become the second best-selling PlayStation console of all time, behind the PlayStation 2. Its successor, the PlayStation 5, was released in November of 2020. According to the lead architect Mark Kearney, the development of Sony's fourth video game console began as early 2008. Less than 2 years earlier, the PlayStation 3 had been launched after months of delays due to issues with the production. The delay placed Sony almost a year behind Microsoft Xbox's 360, which was already approaching unit sales of 10 million by the time the PS3 launch. Sony Computer Entertainment Europe CEO Jim Ryan said Sony wanted to avoid repeating the same mistake with the PS3's successor. In designing the system, Sony worked with software developer Bungie, who offered their input on the controller and how to make it better for shooting games. In 2012, Sony began shipping development kits to game developers consisting of modified PC running the AMC processing unit chipset. Sony announced the PlayStation 4 at the event. It reviewed details about the console's hardware and discussed some of the new features it would introduce. Sony also showed off real-time footage of games in development, as well as some technical demonstrators. The design of the console was unveiled in June at E3 2013, and the initial recommended retail prices of $399, as well as strict regulations on how users could share game media. The company revealed release dates for North America, Central America, and South America, Europe, and Australia. as well as the final pieces of information at Gamescom Press's event in Cologne, Germany on August 20th, 2013. The console was released on November the 15th, 2013 in the United States and Canada, followed by further release on November 29th, 2013. By the end of 2013, the PS4 was launched in more European, Asian, and Southern American countries. The PS4 was released in Japan on February 22nd, 2014. The Chinese market, just given the size of it, obviously potentially a very large market for video game products. I think that we will be able to replicate the kind of success we have had with PS4 and other parts in the world of China. In September of 2015, Sony reduced the price of the PS4 in Japan with similar price drops in other Southeast Asian markets. The first official PS4 bundle was the $299. On October 9th, 2015, the first official price cut of the PS4 in North America was announced, a reduction of $50 and to $349,000 and by $20 to $429,000. On June 10th, 2016, Sony confirmed that a hardware reversion of the PlayStation 4, rumored to be codenamed Neo, was under development. The new revision was revealed to be a higher-end model meant to support gameplay in 4K. This new model was sold alongside the existing model, and all existing software was compatible between the two models. The high-end console was publicly revealed on September the 7th, 2016 as PlayStation 4 Pro. At the same time, Sony unveiled an updated version of the digital PS4 model with a smaller form factor. In May 2018, during a presentation to investors, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO John Codera stated that the PlayStation 4 was heading into the end of its life cycle and that the company was anticipating decreasing year-over-year hardware sales. He explained that Sony would be countering the expected decline by focusing on strengthening user engagement, including continued investments into new first-party games and other online services for PS4. Following the launch of the PlayStation 5 in November of 2020, Sony discontinued the production in Japan of all but the 500GB slim model of the PlayStation 4. According to a report from Bloomberg News, Sony had been poised to discontinue the PlayStation 4 at the end of 2021 in favor of the PlayStation 5, but due to a global chip shortage lasting from 2020 to 2023, this made it difficult for Sony to keep up with PlayStation 5 demand. Instead, the company planned to continue PlayStation 4 production, besides helping to offset the PlayStation 5 shortage. This production method would help assure deals with its component providers for the PlayStation 5. The technology in the PlayStation 4 is similar to the hardware found in modern personal computers. You know, I heard that a lot of streamers has been using PlayStation 4, and it's best for them because they can be able to play video games. You could hook your PS4 on the TV and on the computer setup. Over the years, PS4s has been popular. Many children are buying them for Christmas because they can play games on PS4. Unlike Xbox is least popular. So if you want to try PS4, I don't know about it because it might be too expensive to buy it. But it depends, they might have sales going on. I never had a PS4 in my life. I never played with a PS4 before. Try something new and you'll like it after all. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. Keep on learning. Hello, everybody. This is me, Alquan. And I'm going to talk about a PlayStation. That is PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is a home video game console developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It was announced as the successor to the PlayStation 4 in April of 2019. Was launched on November the 12th, 2020 in Australia, Japan, New Zealand, North America, and South Korea, and was released worldwide a week later. The PS5 is part of the 9th generation of video game consoles, along with Microsoft's Xbox Series consoles, which were released in the same month. Slimmer hardware versions of both models replaced the original models on the sale in November of 2023. A PlayStation 5 Pro model was released on November 7th, 2024, featuring a faster GPU, improved ray tracing, and introducing AI-driven upscaling technologies. The PlayStation 5's main hardware features include a solid-state drive customized for high-speed data streaming to enable significant improvements in storage performances, an AMD GPU capable of 4K resolution display up to 120 frames per second, lighting and reflections, and the Tempest engine for hardware accelerated 3D audio effects. The lead architect of the PlayStation console line, Mark Cerny, implemented a 2-year feedback cycle after the launch of PlayStation 4. This entailed regularly visiting Sony's first-party developers at 2-year intervals to find out what concerns they had about Sony's hardware and how it could be improved in console refreshes for the next generation. During the development of the PlayStation 5, a central challenge revolved around addressing the length of loading times for games. Cerny said several developers, including Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, told him that standard I/O speed, a hard disk drive, was now a limiting factor in pushing game development. An important goal was to find ways to reduce loading time, particularly in games that stream or dynamically load new game areas as the player moves through the game world. The PlayStation 5's user interface is characterized by Sony as accessible and informative, providing updates of friends, activities, available multiplayer activities, and single-player missions and rewards. Cerny stated that we don't want the player to have boot the game, see what's up, boot the game, see what's up. So all of these options are visible in the UI. Matt McLaurin, the current vice president of UX design at PlayStation, described the redesigned user interface as a very interesting evolution of the OS. The PlayStation 5, as with the Xbox Series X/S, was in limited supply immediately upon launch. Sony expected supply to continue to be limited until at least 2022. Scalpers took advantage of the shortage, attempting to sell the console for thousands of dollars. Sony expanded its PlayStation Direct program to sell consoles directly to country consumers within Europe in November of 2021 to bypass scalpers. Sales of the PS5 reached $20 million units by May, $40 million by July 2023, December 2023, and 75 million units by February of this year. You might be wondering to yourself, is the PlayStation black? Ooh, the PlayStation's black, just like the PS4 is black. No. The PlayStation is white. See, the difference between PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 is that the PlayStation 4 is black. The PlayStation 5 is white. While PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 could be the same, the console has the same colors. Yeah. So when it comes to PlayStation 5s, think of its colors white. When it comes to PlayStation 4, think of its colors black. Remember that. Keep learning. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. Hello everybody, this is me, Alquan. I'm going to talk about a console called Xbox. Xbox is a video gaming brand that consists of 4 main home video game console lines, as well as applications, the streaming service Xbox Cloud Gaming, and online service such as the Xbox Network and Xbox Game Pass. The brand is owned by Microsoft Gaming, a division of Microsoft. The brand was first introduced in the United States in November of 2001 with the launch of the Xbox console line. The Xbox branding was formerly from 2012 to 2015 used as Microsoft's digital media entertainment brand, replacing Zoom. In 2022, Microsoft expanded its business and reorganized Xbox to become its newly formed Microsoft Gaming division. The original device was the first video game console offered by an American company after the Atari Jaguar stopped sales in 1996. It reached over 24 million sales sold by May 2006. Microsoft's second console, the Xbox 360, was released in 2005. and has sold 86 million units as of October 2015. The third console was the Xbox One, was released on November 2013 and has sold 58 million units. The fourth line of Xbox consoles, the Xbox Series X and the Series S, was released in November 2020. In 1999, the company had positioned the console as a centerpiece for home entertainment, as it not only would play video games, but also could play audio CDs and video DVDs. The Xbox 360 was released as a successor of the original Xbox in November of 2005, and Nintendo's Wii as part of the 7th generation of video game consoles. It featured a custom triple-core 64-bit PowerC-based processor designed by IBM with 512 MB of RAM memory. As of June of 2014, 84 million Xbox 360 consoles have been sold worldwide. The Xbox 360 was officially unveiled on MTV on May 12, 2005. The Xbox 360 showed an expanded Xbox Live service, which now included a limited free tier called Silver, the ability to stream multimedia content for PCs, while later updates added the ability to purchase and stream music television programs and films through the Xbox Music and Xbox Video service, along with access to third-party content service through third-party media streaming applications. Microsoft also released Kinect, a motion control system for the Xbox 360, which uses an advanced sensor system. It also added integrated 802.11 B/G/N Wi-Fi, optical audio output 5 USB 2.0 ports. The Xbox 360S replaced the base Xbox 360 unit, which was discontinued, and sold at the same price. A cheaper Xbox 360S unit, removing 250 GB drive while adding 4 GB of internal storage, was released later in 2010. The unit allowed users to hook up an internal storage solution or purchase a 250 GB internal add-on. The Xbox One was released on November 22, 2013 in North America as the successor to the Xbox 360. The Xbox One competed with Sony's PlayStation 4 and Nintendo's WWIU smart delivery system, which most of its first-party games and several third-party games will use to offer free updates to Xbox One versions of games to the Xbox Series X/S version over the first few years of the console's launch. When it comes to talking about Xboxes, people think that it's the same thing as PlayStations. It's not the same thing as PlayStations. I'm not an expert at learning about PlayStations and Xboxes too much. I'm just telling you what I know and what I don't know. So Xbox is like a green colored shape when it comes to logos, right? And the PlayStation has a blue shape at the background. I don't think if you can buy a Xbox or not, because they're too expensive nowadays. These things are too expensive to buy. As so as PS4s and PlayStation 5s. They are too expensive to buy these days. But it doesn't have to be too expensive now. You can find them on sale. You can find them online. You can find them in person. Find the lowest price of these things so that you can be happy to buy them. And you'll say to yourself, I'm happy that I bought this Xbox on sale. I'm happy to bought this PS4 on sale. Why don't you give it a try? This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be happy if you do so. And it will be a milestone if we was to celebrate 100 episodes and 1,000 episodes. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And if you like this video, I want you to go like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, keep learning and you will know a lot.